so I don't accidentally lure another one here towards me. And so yeah, as you saw, the skills do have a cooldown. I do have a magic where it's a range, so if as long as it's within the range of the magic, then the magic will attack it. I'm not going to show you that at the moment. I'm still working on the skill system at the moment, so I'm not going to bother showing you that. There will be professions in the game. The item mall will most likely be for cosmetics, only cosmetics I should actually say. And then I will have an infrastructure system where everyone will have a plot of land. I'm just kind of working out the layout at the moment. On the land, you'll have a certain amount of slots that you can actually put stuff like mine site, sawmill, farmhouse. So if you ever played like Evany or any of those Facebook games like the RTS, it's going to be kind of like that for land where you'll have slots and you can actually place the buildings on however you want it. And those buildings will actually gather resources for you. So like you'll produce, this will be say just stone, so you'll get stone, then you'll get iron, maybe gold, silver, gold, and there may be others. Taxes on your land, depending on your buildings and stuff, you'll have a certain amount of taxes that will be due. You'll have your location of what map or where in the map your building, your land is. Storage for the items, and then how long until every amount gets added on, or there'll be like a cooldown. And then these will be characters that you'll be able to get NPCs. You'll be able to gather NPCs that you'll be able to put on your land. So this will be for the mine site here, the mine site. And every different NPC will have a different bonus that it will add towards your infrastructure. So for this mine, you might have more storage for like Kira. Area, you might have faster production time. Arthur, you might have more production. So you'll get more resources. And there's going to be tons of different ones. And for the NPCs, you can actually get costumes. And so they will actually work the land for you. And you can actually get different costumes. You can run your own business inside the town. So like a weaponry shop or like any type of shop or store, you'll be able to run. So for like armor or whatnot. And you can actually dress your workers in like a maid outfit or different types of outfits, servant outfits. Like there'll be tons of different ones, tons of different costumes that NPCs can wear. So if you're running like some sort of, there will be pubs also. So like the maid outfit will kind of go with that, like a barmaid. There'll be tons of different ones. You can have townhouses and stuff and have some NPCs in there. I'm not too sure what they'll do in the townhouses. Farmhouse is for gathering certain plants, and you'll be able to pick what plants you actually want to grow on that farmhouse. Warehouse is for storage, for the mine site, the sawmill, and a few others. And then there's silo, which is for the farmhouse. So you'll be able to actually gather different, you can add more warehouses if you want to increase storage amount. But I have this whole infrastructure system. It's not fully planned out, but I'm working on how I kind of want it. But that's something that's going to make this game really, really unique, is people being able to have different land or have different NPCs, and then you can trade or sell the NPCs, so you'll be able to buy them through. But you can get NPCs through quests, you can get them through other means. This game won't be pay to win at all. I'm not doing anything. It's just going to be cosmetics So for professions, the higher a profession is, the better the rarity you'll be able to craft, and the better the stats on the craft you'll be able to do. And it'll be up to a certain point, so you'll be able to craft, say, up to stat 10 on a rare piece, but it can be as low as 0. The higher the profession, to craft a high stat, you'll have the chance to do, if that makes sense. So say you're at level 3, so it won't be 0 to 10, it'll be 2 to 10. So if you craft a stat, it's going to be at least 2. If you're at 4, level 4 in that same profession, a 4 to 10. And with the higher profession, you'll also be able to craft better armor. And you'll need to upgrade the profession to be able to craft the better armor. So I do have a lot of different things. So as you saw, the XP system is working. My stats are working at the moment, how they're intended. I'm working on the skill system at the moment, so I'm trying to get that done. And I do have actually a game time set up with a day and night cycle, and I do actually have time lighting. So for like street lights, torches, and other stuff to come on, I do have that all actually set up at the moment. I have it disabled. So let's go ahead and close this. So for the lore, I do want this game to be heavy story driven, unlike what most MMOs are. It's going to be mostly PvE, but there will be some competitive PvPs, and those will be through guild wars, basically. There will be arenas where people can actually face each other. There will be like a rank system. So I was actually going to make a website. I started making it now. So guilds will pay a monthly fee of gold to stay active, which is going to be like a low thing. And it'll be easy for guilds to get gold. So they pay a monthly fee of gold. The bigger the guild is, the more fee of the gold that they have to pay to stay active. Guilds may purchase peace treaties to avoid being challenged. Increasing the guild level will increase the available member slots, allowing for more members to join. Guilds will receive monthly rewards based on their ranking. Rewards include gold and more. I might actually take that gold out and just put something else. This isn't set in stone. This is just me writing stuff down. I wanted it kind of be on the website for people to be able to see. Guilds will claim areas in zones, and they will be able to spawn monsters in that areas. Monster levels in that area can only be the zone level or lower. With the guild claimed area, they can spawn monsters, so if they want to collect hide or something, they can spawn like long antlered deer or something like that. It'll have different names, like, you know, that type of monster. If they want to collect like stones or something, they can, or crystals, they can spawn certain monsters. Like I'm gonna have a tortoise that will have crystals on its back and stuff. Their members can actually collect that. So depending on what the members need in that guild, or what the players in that zone want, if a guild wants to help, then they will be able to select those monsters and people can farm that. Now, the guild will get a certain amount of taxes, so every monster that gets killed, the players get a certain amount of silver, gold, or whatever. The guild that owns that area will get a certain amount of taxes based on whatever they set it at. Guilds can only set taxes up to 20%. Normal areas will also have taxes too. It's just a way of removing gold or silver from the game, money from the game, basically, to keep a good economy. So if a guild wants a certain resources, they can select monsters. They can buy monsters. And guilds receive taxes from the area. Any monsters killed in that area, guilds may choose a tax rate between 1 and 20%. Players will be able to see the guild-owned area, the tax rate, and will be notified when entering a guild zone and the tax rate. Players may choose to simply go around the guild zone to avoid paying taxes to that guild and pay base taxes, which is normally going to be 14% through all the other areas. Taxes are automatically deducted. So basically it's going to be like every other video game that you play. You're not even going to notice it. So war games, here's where the war games come in. So this is the competitive PvP side. Guilds will be able to have war games. There will be 4 different styles of war games. A guild can challenge a guild equal level or 1 level above their current level. So guilds can't challenge lower level guilds, which helps keeps the balance. The guild that is challenged will choose the war game. The challenged guild will have 12 hours to accept the challenge, or they will forfeit the war game and take the loss. Once accepted, the challenged guild will choose the war game style. Depending on the war game, the challenging guild will then choose if they want to attack or defend, depending on the war game that is. Once the challenging guild has accepted the war game, will take place 24 hours after. After a war game has taken place, the challenging guild can't make another challenge for 24 hours, so they can't just keep spamming challenging the one guild. The challenge guild can't challenge the previous challenge guild for 24 hours. The winning guild will receive a protection buff, which lasts 12 hours, so it's a 12-hour grace period. The grace period will prevent other guilds from challenging that guild. The guild master can choose to remove the buff that grants this grace period, so they can cancel it. Guilds can set traps in certain areas of the guild house, so depending on what type of guild it is, the traps may be set as NPCs or other different traps, spikes, all these other different things to help defend the guild house. So NPCs, if you ever seen Overlord, it's an anime, it's kind of something like that. You'll be able to gather certain NPCs. Some will only be for infrastructure and some will be for pets, partners, and guilds. So I will have a pet system involved, which is NPCs as pets basically. And that will make this game kind of unique as well. So there's going to be 4 different war games. There's going to be King of the Hill. The defending guild must protect their throne room from the attacking guild. If the attacking guild makes it to the throne room, then they have to hold that throne room, hold its location for a set amount of time to be victorious. There's a time limit for this. It's 30 minutes. If that guild, the attacking guild, can't hold it and time runs out, the defending guild wins. Capture the flag. Both guilds are able to assault and defend each other's base. The goal is simple: capture the enemy banner in their throne room, escape the enemy territory with the banner, and you win. There's a 1-hour time limit for this as well. If neither team wins, then it's a draw. Deathmatch, both guilds are able to invade or defend each other's area. During this time, the guilds are able to do battle in each other's area. The guild with the most kills at the end of the 30 minutes wins. And then there will be a last man standing. Guilds choose up to the maximum members of the guild with the least amount of members. And then they select what they want, so like the 5v5 or whatnot. The guild leader will select the members that they want to either enter battle or the guild tab. So there's going to be a guild tab that will be opening up. They'll go to a window, they'll check mark which members they want. Once confirmed, both guilds will teleport to an instance, so a PvP zone. This mode will be fight to the last man, wipe the enemy guild to win. So whoever has the best team, whoever wipes the other team, they win. Winning a war game, the guild that wins the war game will be rewarded. Winning a war game will award you guild points. Guild points is for the rank system. The winning guild will receive the 12-hour buff that increases resource gain during a time, so they'll increase resources. The losing guild will be deducted guild points, so they'll lose ranking. If a guild keeps losing war games, then they'll be penalized and lose resource production and will lose some of the area that they control. The maximum tax that the guild will be able to tax players will also be lowered, but it can't fall below 7%. So they will also lose taxing, so they won't be able to tax people as high. So they're not going to be making as much gold. So that's going to be something pretty serious. So guild points, accumulating guild points will increase your guild level and rank. Losing guild points won't lower your guild level, but however, it will affect your guild rank. Something else that we will have is items. I don't want any bound items. If you craft it, if you get it, it's yours. I'm tired of seeing bound items in games like ArcAge where people can't trade it. They work hard for it. They gather all the items. They spend weeks gathering items and they can't trade it. They can't do anything but use it. I hate seeing games like that. And I actually use that as an example right here. Example in ArcAge. If you craft it, if it drops from a monster, the item is yours to sell, use it, destroy it, do whatever you want with it. I'm not sure if I'm going to add bound items, so I put almost no bound items, but I do not want to have bound items in the game. Only items that won't be tradable will be certain personal items from the item mall, if I do have any.